What are some of the scariest things you saw in the last 12 months? These are a collection of videos that will shock, disturb, and make you very unsettled. Welcome to our compilation of the top scary videos of 2024. This video shows why sometimes you need to keep the lights on.
This driver was completely shocked and confused when he saw something strange on his way home late at night. Right in the middle of the road stood a large figure, covered in what looked like a dark sheet. It didn't move or react to the car. Without hesitation, he grabbed his phone and recorded the eerie scene, wanting proof of what he had witnessed.
Well, that's exactly what happened here. It shows a girl mysteriously disappearing inside an abandoned store in Nuevo León, Mexico. The video, posted on TikTok by user Carlos Garcia, shows the exterior of a seemingly unoccupied store as vehicles drive by on the street. At one point in the video, a girl dressed in light-colored clothing is seen walking towards a corner of the place. What is surprising is that, shortly after, the girl disappears without a trace. Users' reactions on TikTok have been mixed. Some were skeptical, suggesting that it could be a homeless family living in the abandoned building. However, the video's author uploaded another clip showing a back view of the location, claiming that the store was completely empty and there was no sign of the girl or anyone else inside. The store, closed several months ago after the bankruptcy of the department store chain, was the scene of this strange event. In the images, a girl with long black hair, wearing what appears to be a white dress, can be seen walking alone in the darkness inside the abandoned premises. What began as an intriguing scene became even more disconcerting when, suddenly, the minor disappears from the frame as a vehicle passes in front of the store window. Carlos Garcia, who recorded the video, expressed his astonishment and explained that he decided to film the girl because he found it unusual to see her alone late at night in an abandoned place. When the sudden disappearance occurred, Garcia stated that what he witnessed can only be explained as the appearance of a ghost in the municipality of Nuevo León. The video has caused a stir on TikTok, where users have left divided opinions. While some firmly believe that it is a paranormal phenomenon, others point out that the disappearance may have a technical explanation, such as an editing trick or a visual effect generated by the passing vehicle. In addition, some netizens suggest that there could be a hidden entrance or an angle that prevented the camera from capturing the girl after the van momentarily covered her. This young man was presenting his AI facial recognition project remotely, until suddenly something paranormal happens. The system suddenly detected something that was very unexpected.
Dia akan menunjukkan bahwasanya saya sedang sedih. Sad. Terus saya lagi senang seperti ini, dia akan muncul di bawahnya jadi happy. Dan ketika saya marah, dia akan muncul di bawahnya angry. Dan juga ketika saya sedih seperti ini, dia akan menunjukkan bahwasanya saya sedang sedih. Sad.
Seeing something like this during the day would be creepy enough, but coming across it alone at night? That's a whole new level of disturbing. What would you do if you found yourself in that situation? This recording was captured by residents of Realengo, a community in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil during a police operation. In the footage, we see the body of a person who lost their life during the operation, lying beneath an armored vehicle. However, something else appeared in the recording, something many believe to be a supernatural entity. A bizarre and sinister face can be seen under the armored vehicle. Next to the arm of the person who died, a strange face appears, looking directly at the camera. Many believe this could be an entity, or perhaps the scoundrel, a well-known figure in local folklore present at that moment. What do you think it could be? I want to hear your opinion in the comments below. Could it simply be the face of the deceased person? Or was there something more? The face is unnervingly strange and eerie, sparking widespread debate across social media. As always, you, the viewers, have the final word. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This haunting footage is truly bizarre. At the top of a building, a long, dark silhouette is seen pacing back and forth along the edge. It's clearly not a shadow or some other mistake. It's unmistakably something there. Some say it might have been a ghost or an entity with bad intentions, searching the building. Others think it was something else entirely. What makes it even creepier is that the building is a hospital, a place filled with lingering energies. Could it have been the Grim Reaper, searching for its next target? How could this happen? Look closely at the reflection in the window. Do you see it? The person filming didn't notice at the time, but their camera picked up glowing eyes and a silhouette looking back at them. It's enough to send a chill down your spine when you finally spot it. The footage is incredibly disturbing. Some claim it's a night visitor. There's something, or someone, outside the door trying to peer inside. No one knows exactly what it is. Some say it looks extraterrestrial, like an alien or some other creature. Others believe it was just a prank. What do you think? Was this a simple prank, or something much more unsettling? This is exactly why she says, "I hate hospitals." The video shows a series of strange, unexplainable events inside what appears to be a hospital. Weird happenings that are completely out of context and impossible to make sense of.
I really feel like someone or something is watching me, but I'm all alone at work.
Police were called to investigate strange noises and activity at a house that had been empty for several months. When they arrived, everything seemed normal. However, security cameras captured something unexpected. Take a look and see for yourself. There's movement, orbs of light, and shadows shifting in the footage. Pay special attention to the office area, where some of the most unusual things happen. And it was all caught on camera. Police were called to investigate strange noises and activity at a house that had been empty for several months. When they arrived, everything seemed normal. However, security cameras captured something unexpected. Take a look and see for yourself. There's movement, orbs of light, and shadows shifting in the footage. Pay special attention to the office area, where some of the most unusual things happen. And it was all caught on camera. How do we explain this capture? The first image we get, it looks like a human on the ground. Suddenly, it starts changing shape and stands up to look like something more like an animal of some kind. Could this have been a shapeshifter caught on camera in the woods? Following on from the previous creepy capture, this next night vision video is equally as scary. The woman seems to be walking down the sidewalk, and then this happens. Her eyes are glowing and she starts hunching over and contorting herself in an almost painful way as she enters what we can only assume is a random house. This man disappeared and we being looked for by his family and friends. The chill part was the found footage that accompanies the story.
Um vídeo que foi.
Meanwhile, residents of the neighborhood where the video was captured are still searching for answers and cautiously watching the streets at night. What do you think? Is it real or fake? A video of a supposed ghost roaming a street. The alleged paranormal case occurred in the Rio del Valle neighborhood, in the municipality of Santa Catarina in Brazil. A security camera captured what appears to be a man walking down the street at night. Nothing strange so far. The video becomes macabre when the subject becomes transparent while walking. For this reason, many believe that it is a ghost. Although some people believe that this video is evidence of the presence of beings from beyond among us, there are also skeptics who doubt its veracity. One of the details that stands out the most is that the supposed ghost has legs.
Entender uma coisa, minha filha, você não quer filho. Parece gigante. Ah, Doni. Mas hoje até tu, minha filha, duas estrelas. Um negócio no céu, meu filho, tu perder daquele negócio. Quando você escuta, tu já entendeu. Eu sei que você não quer estudar também. Olha aquela coisa.
Okay. Pakai ya. Agora pra eu que é. Cadê? Vai embora, não tô. Lá vai na chutada lá. Sim.
They appear in the sky and fly together at a uniform pace. They change direction and altitude, sometimes covering many miles across large distances with multiple sightings and videos captured. The question now is, what are those lights and how can explain this? This is what the security camera recorded. The man is being chased by the dogs down the street. He turns and fends one off, but others join in. That was when he just vanished. We zoomed in and enhanced, but the effect is the same. He is gone. Was he a ghost or some other kind of supernatural entity from the beginning? Was that why the dogs were up in a fit over him? What do you think about this? Take a good look at this video, where a camera captures a ghost child near a well. The way it moves and dissolves is chilling. Some say that it could be the restless spirit of a child who met ended down in that well many years ago. Be careful not to watch it alone at night and in the dark. A security guard at school number 32 in Vladivostok says he has captured a specter or ghost roaming around the student locker area. This would have been recorded in the early morning by video surveillance cameras.
They didn't see anything at first, but was sure that something was there. The uneasy feeling was there for sure, so they decided to capture this video. Pay attention to the highlighted area. They missed it at the time, but the camera did not. A small figure got caught hiding behind the pillar. She was trying to sleep, but a wicked presence just would not let her get any rest. The cameras captured what happened next. In a hospital, the patient felt something was wrong, but never noticed it until this photo was captured. Was this something naturally caused by nature, or could it have been abnormal? The internet needs answers on this one. Security footage of a strange event that was captured at a pub. As the man passes by, the shelf behind him suddenly exploded. It literally blew up and sent shards of bottles falling to the ground.
Here we go. Here we go.
We see the man in shock, turning around to see what just had happened. The uploader suggests that this was a result of paranormal activity. Do you agree? A video from Brazil, from more than a decade ago. Comments are torn on this one, some saying that it was real. It was an actual paranormal event caught on camera at night and witnessed by these people.
Comprei nova aí. Vermelhinha e tal. Vocês nem esperaram pra festa aí, né, mano? Meu Deus do céu, que porra é essa, velho? Mano, eu vi alguma coisa aqui, Thiago. Tem alguma coisa que passou aqui, velho.
Velho.
Tô falando sério, cara. Tô falando sério. Vem aqui comigo, cara.
Tem nada aqui não.
Eu vi uma coisa assim, cara.
Tá louco, mano?
Maluco. Maluco. Eu vou voltar a câmera. Eu vou voltar a câmera e você vai ver, velho. Eu vi alguma coisa aqui, Thiago. Tem alguma coisa que passou aqui, velho.
Velho.
Tô falando sério, cara. Tô falando sério. Vem aqui comigo, cara.
Tem nada aqui não.
Eu vi uma coisa assim, cara.
Tá louco, mano?
She was trying to sleep, but this happened. Take a close look. What kind of creature could this possibly be? This bizarre sight went viral on social media, sparking debates everywhere. Many believe it must be man-made. Surely, it can't be real. Could it be a monkey or some other animal? Now, Imagine coming home late at night and stumbling upon something like this. Just the thought is enough to send chills down your spine. What do you think it could be? Drop your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to share this video with your friends on social media. It's a mystery worth spreading. A young man went to the cemetery and saw a ghost while he was walking through the graves. A young man visited the Chacarita Cemetery and discovered something terrifying while filming the encounter with a cat that was walking around the place. While trying to pet the animal, he captured a ghost a few meters from where he was. Through the account at Sebas Furlu, he shared the post on the platform. In the recording, the YouTuber could be seen happy in one of the cemetery's corridors for having found a black cat. Upon seeing him, he began calling him to pet him. It was at that moment that the camera captured a strange black human figure standing a few meters away from him. A young woman passed by the gate of a cemetery at night and discovered something terrifying looked clearly. A young woman experienced a paranormal situation while she was driving at night in her car. When she passed by the cemetery, she noticed a strange shadow staring at her. The young woman filmed the entire sequence and was able to capture the entity with her cell phone. Observe clearly the door of the cemetery. Tell me what it is, she wrote about the recording. After the chilling encounter with the paranormal figure, the driver sped off to escape the scene. A TikToker dreamed about her sister who had died, and the next day she discovered something terrifying. She shared the post on the platform through her at May. Angelucci account. I dreamed that my deceased sister was strangling me, and when I woke up, I found myself with bruises on my neck, she wrote about the recording. In the background, you could see the marks left by the ghost. Hours later, she claimed to have ordered an ice cream because she was sad, and when she received the change from the delivery, the note had the phrase "I miss you" written on it. Before going to sleep, she heard her dog barking, but she couldn't find it. They were coming from my mom's car and a strange shadow was seen on the seat, the TikToker added while recording the sequence. I worked up the courage and went to see, she said. At that moment, she opened the vehicle door and realized that her pet had entered the car alone.
Of her head. Am that crazy? I don't think so.
Oh, you don't think so, huh?
No.
Well, she put her poodle one time in a microwave oven to eat it? Yeah, to eat it? Oh, no. No, 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 silly. To dry it. But it exploded, and they were both found dead. She must have been out of her head.
A woman cries when she sees the supposed soul of her deceased dog saying goodbye to her. The mysterious shadow appeared near the young woman, and she related it to her deceased pet. All this was recorded on a security camera. In the clip, which lasts almost a minute, a mysterious shadow can be seen approaching the young woman who is riding a motorcycle with another person. Suddenly, they stopped the vehicle and the alleged canine entity stood in front of them. All of this was recorded on a surveillance camera, where the supposed soul of the dog can be seen, in a way, saying goodbye to its owner for letting it reach its family and giving it all the love possible. My precious Chubby, why didn't you wait a little longer for me? Mommy is devastated by your departure. Your sister is very sad without you. It's only been a few hours, but your absence is greatly felt, reads the description of the clip. 3. A mother and daughter stalked by a ghostly child. On TikTok, a mother named Diana Estrada has shared her disturbing experience with what she believes is a child's ghost haunting her young daughter. One evening, as her daughter walked down the hall, she began speaking to someone unseen, calling out, "Hello, girl." When Diana asked her who she was speaking to, her daughter explained that she was conversing with a ghostly girl. Disturbed, Diana fled, leaving her daughter alone with the invisible playmate. Estrada claims that this spectral child has followed them from place to place.
Terus saya lagi senang seperti ini, dia akan muncul di bawahnya jadi happy. Dan ketika saya marah, dia akan muncul di bawahnya angry. Dan juga ketika saya sedih seperti ini, dia akan menunjukkan bahwasanya saya sedang sedih, sad.
A ghost girl is caught playing inside a cemetery. According to the video, which is just 11 seconds long, it was after 9 o'clock at night when a person recorded the moment in which a girl is seen playing inside the municipal cemetery. The strange thing is that it indicated that the cemetery closed at 6 in the afternoon, so it was practically impossible for a minor to be inside the building, much less playing. Although the video is not of the best quality, you can see a person jumping from one side to the other of the main hallway of the cemetery, as if it were a game he is playing. It is not yet known what it was, but internet users have divided opinions, between those who claim that it is a ghost girl who was simply playing and others who believe that she was the daughter of a worker, and other comments. A video of news anchor Vaishar Mateo Spare went viral on social media in which she was supposedly scared by a ghost. It shows the host along with her colleagues behind the cameras waiting to return to the air, when out of nowhere, the presenter jumped and then let out a scream explaining that she felt something strange on her back.
Muy oficialista hoy. Es el hoy. Es el que traes huevos de yo así la fue hoy. Es el que traes huevos. Güey, es para acostarle y todavía anda por aquí de coche. Oficialista hoy. Es el.
Muchas gracias.
Feliz cumple, Claudia. Feliz cumple.
The first thing the host did was cover herself and adjust her skirt at a time when her colleagues did not understand what was happening.
Acostarle está por aquí, güey.
¿Qué pasó, Maitari?
¿Cuál niña, güey? Es para acostarle y todavía anda por aquí de coche.
Algo raro.
¿Qué tipo de pez es?
太亮了，
正口，
哇，
是个正口。
那，哇，它太亮了，
正口，
哇，
是个正口。
Could anyone identify this type of fish? Really very strange and mysterious the way it lights up and glows. The video was captured somewhere in China. No further details were given.
那，哇，它太亮了，
正口，
哇，
是个正口。
We have just been informed of these sightings of red lights in Brazil, something that has left local residents surprised.
Você vê uma coisa, minha filha, você não quer filho. Parece picante.
Ah, Doni.
Mas hoje até tu, minha filha, tudo duas estrelas. Um negócio no seu, meu filho, tu vai ver daquele negócio. Para você escolher, tu já quer primeiro. Você quer assumir também.
In what begins as an ordinary video, the recording unexpectedly captures a moment that seems to defy logic and understanding. The scene starts out typical, a peaceful outdoor setting, but then something subtle yet distinctly unusual occurs. It's the kind of event that, at first glance, might go unnoticed. a small anomaly in the background, or a barely perceptible shift in the environment. But as the video plays on, the strangeness of the moment begins to settle in, creating an unsettling feeling that something is not quite right. A seemingly routine video takes an unexpected turn when the camera inadvertently captures a phenomenon that doesn't align with the natural order of things. The footage begins innocuously enough, perhaps documenting a typical day or a familiar setting. But then, without warning, there is a brief moment where something occurs that defies understanding. It might be a small, almost imperceptible detail, a flicker, a movement, just something out of the ordinary is taking place. The event is fleeting, over in an instant, yet it leaves a profound impact. A deep sense of unease. A routine video suddenly takes a bizarre turn when an unusual incident unfolds, something out of the ordinary that challenges what's usually expected. The moment is subtle, almost easy to overlook.
Okay. Pakai ya. História pra eu que é. Ele vai embora, não tô. Lá vai na chutada, vá. Você.
They appear in the sky and fly together at a uniform pace. They change direction and altitude. sometimes covering many miles across large distances with multiple sightings and videos captured. The question now is, what are those lights and how can explain this? This is what the security camera recorded. The man is being chased by the dogs down the street. He turns and fends one off, but others join in. That was when he just vanished. We zoomed in and enhanced, but the effect is the same. He is gone. Was he a ghost or some other kind of supernatural entity from the beginning? Was that why the dogs were up in a fit over him? What do you think about this? Take a good look at this video, where a camera captures a ghost child near a well. The way it moves and dissolves is chilling. Some say that it could be the restless spirit of a child who met ended down in that well many years ago. Be careful not to watch it alone at night and in the dark. A security guard at school number 32 in Vladivostok says he has captured a specter or ghost roaming around the student locker area. This would have been recorded in the early morning by video surveillance cameras.
Is there any possible way that you could probably communicate? Oh my god. Oh shit. No, baby. No, I'm done. Fuck that shit.
This is why you should always take Ouija and spirit boards very seriously. Many think it's a child's game, but maybe there is more to it?
Is there any possible way that you could probably communicate? Oh my god. Oh shit. No, baby. No, I'm done. Fuck that shit.
The original poster of the photo stated, "I like the stories and photos you share. I am sending you the following one to share anonymously. We took this photo of one of my children, but you also see a face on TV, and it can't be someone because the distance doesn't match the face. That day the TV was off." They stated that this photo was taken at my grandmother's wake 2 years ago, and until recently I noticed something strange. There is a hand touching my mother's waist. Do you see the hand? Look carefully, and we notice that there is no one behind the two of them. Then, whose arm is that? Could Grandma be reaching out from the other side trying to get one last moment of physical contact? The story goes, my father works at a gas station. I remember that in October of last year my younger sister became very seriously ill, and my mother suspected that perhaps someone was doing witchcraft on my sister since she got sick out of the blue. A day before she told us that she saw a dog that watched him at night at work, didn't pay attention to him until later. One night, he went to work after taking my mom and sister to the hospital. It was around dawn and everything was dark and alone. So my dad decided to go sleep in his truck when out of nowhere he felt a bump on his head, back box of his truck, and when he woke up, he saw the dog staring at him. He took a photo and showed it to us. The next day, he arrived at 6 and left his truck outside and saw the dog again. He simply ran it away from there. They did a cleanup on my sister, and we never heard from that dog again, and my sister was able to recover. Some in the comments said yes, it looks, but the ghost has a very long hand, does not match the distance of his head well. That's what I saw. Do you agree? This photo was taken years ago at my son's friend's house on October 31st, and they were talking on the porch because the friend was handing out candy to the children, and my son was accompanying her, and my son's friend took the photo of me. Son. Just like that, they were caught off guard, and when they saw it, they were amazed, and so was I. But my son showed it to me a day later. This is indeed strange. Look at the reflections in the window. It doesn't match the position of the girl in the photo. Not to mention that the person in the reflection seems to be a young boy who is looking directly into the camera. That photo, my cousin has lived in city in the middle of the capital for several years, and he was the one who took them. The car seen in the photo is the one they had that night. They were coming from a party, and they went to a convenience store because of some drinks. When my cousin came out, he saw that girl. He spoke to her, but the girl didn't answer. My cousin has always been very skeptical and is not a person who cares about these things. So very naturally, he took out his cell phone and took these photos. What would you do if you stumbled onto this? Some commented that it was remnants of a ritual, and it should be left as is. Others said that it was harmless, and they would take something home with them as a souvenir. What do you think of something like this? A friend worked at night in a warehouse and said that he always heard strange noises. He says that he took the photo where the creaks could be heard, but that he didn't see anything in person until he took several photos, and one of them showed his mother. The taxi was used as a carriage for a party, and when they sent the photo to see how it turned out, this person appeared with a pale face and dark, sunken eyes. Next, it was... Do you see that terrifying face in the window? This is one of those internet videos that have the power to take away your sleep at night. Will you be able to have peaceful dream tonight after seeing this? A case of a bizarre humanoid running near some women seated on the pavement. They didn't notice it. The figure looks human, but is strange because we can tell with a high degree of certainty that it wasn't a person. This is a video of room 30. There isn't supposed to be anyone inside yet. The person recording this video shows that there is clearly someone inside. The most disturbing part, however, is the way the person looks. Pale, almost all white skin and dark voids where their eyes should be. The video is definitely unsettling to say the least.
Aquí más cerquita. Aquí más cerquita. Sí, miren, ahí se ve, se alcanza a ver una cara, unos ojos. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver a esa habitación. Estamos subiendo las escaleras porque desde ahí es donde estábamos viendo que se veía. Aquí ya no se ve nada, a lo mejor por el reflejo de la luz. Lo vamos a ver en la habitación. Aquí está la cama, porque esta es una habitación pequeña. Aquí pues no se ve nada. Y aquí está la tele, donde estábamos, donde se supone que se veía, pero no se ve nada. No entiendo por qué se ve. ¡Ah! ¡Ay!
How do we make sense out of this next capture? From an unknown tribe somewhere in the remote parts of the African continent, footage surfaced online of a man that claims to be a real-life descendant of an ogre. From folklore, ogres were legendary monster depicted as a large, hideous, man-like being that eats ordinary human beings. While the textbook definition might not describe all aspects of this man, the most distinguishing characteristic he demonstrates is the horn on his head. He claims that it started growing during his teenage years, until it reached the point it is at currently. Villagers say that he has extreme strength and struggles with adapting to human ways of life, preferring to human food and sleeping outdoors. What do you make of these claims? Do you really think this man is a hybrid human, or are you not convinced?
Me hace quedar mal a mí, pues yo le iba a mandar a la gente. Y me mandó todos los artistas, de la A a la Z, y todos ponían $500 por día. ¡Ah! Oh.
Bueno, seguimos en la oscuridad con Ricardo. Debe ser.
I think it's the energy. There is a lot of powerful energy, said the mentalist. Although it seemed temporary, the power outage could not be resolved, and the talk had to be recorded with cell phones. It was only when the journalist edited the interview he published on his YouTube channel that he discovered that before the power outage occurred, a grayish figure appeared and began to approach the chair where they were chatting.
Y todos ponían $500 por día. ¡Ah! Y todos ponían $500 por día. ¡Ah! Y todos ponían $500 por día.
Do you see it? Look at the creepy face between them. Security guard filmed a ghost at the door of the building. A security guard got a terrible scare when, upon checking the cameras, he realized that a ghost was in front of his eyes. Still stunned by the situation, the man decided to share it online. According to the man himself, he was carrying out his surveillance duties as always when he was surprised by what would be the ghost of a woman at the entrance to his workplace. When looking at the security cameras, the security guard realized that the woman was staring at him, grabbed his phone, and decided to record himself to account for the crazy situation in which he was immersed. This is something that never happened. I'm scared, but wait. The man literally said after showing that there was nothing and no one in the entrance hall to the building. However, when focusing on the monitor that was transmitting live security footage, a woman wearing a striped dress is seen standing next to the intercom, staring at the guard. Do you see her? There is a woman at the door of the building, next to the intercom, he can be heard saying with somewhat labored breathing.
Ahí. ¿Lo ven? Acerquemos. Hay una mujer al lado del portero eléctrico. Son las 2:30 de la mañana. Esa imagen, vamos a ver. No hay nada, ven ahí, no hay nada. No hay nada. Pero cuando yo veo las cámaras, me aparece la mujer por las cámaras. ¿La ven? Una locura. La primera vez en la vida que me aparece esa mujer.
Drivers surprised by a strange presence. The photo went viral on social media last night. The figure that appears is that of a man dressed as a gaucho, a nomadic and colorful horseman and cowhand of the Argentine and Uruguayan. The most surprising thing is that after spotting the figure, it immediately blurred into the darkness of the night after this photo was taken. The alleged ghost of Pablo Escobar in the building where he lived. The user's name is Master A. Del Mar. In the post she wrote, I know I don't usually post a lot, but this was something that surprised me a lot, and I don't know what to think. I took a photo of this building, and when I approached it, I saw a human figure. I don't know if it's my imagination because I know the history of this building, but I really don't know what to think at this moment. The image is of the Monaco building, which although it is currently falling apart and is about to be demolished, was a luxurious mansion of the drug trafficker and his family where there were even exotic animals like a crocodile, and was built in the ADC in the exclusive neighborhood L. Creepy. A ghost snuck into a photo of River. Without a doubt, this group of young people will never forget the horrifying feat that was recorded in an image. However, when reviewing the snapshot, they were surprised to see the specter posing as if it were one of the group. A ghost boy walks with his balloon through the hospital. The images caused shock among internet users. The images were apparently recorded during the early morning, since there is no one in the place. According to a well-known urban legend, it would be a ghost child who sometimes walks with his balloon. The ghost of a child causes panic in a hospital. At the children's hospital, nurses and parents of the little interns, who were there at that time, filmed what seemed like a ghost approaching a crib that was disused. According to reports, the filming took place in a hallway that connects rooms 500 and 600 on the upper floor of said establishment. Those who claim to have seen this paranormal event dubbed it the little ghost of the 500. The place where this phenomenon usually appears is a place where disused stretchers and cribs are found. Some claim that there are more than 10 videos that attest to the existence of this ghost. Everyone says that it peeks out from between the sheets as if it were a head. The nurses said that they put balloons in the place and saw how they moved until they burst. Face popped up in the corner of the screen right before the video cut out. Viewers were rightfully anxious to see more and requested the rest of the video to be shown. This caused him to post a follow-up video, but still, the crucial moments afterwards were left out. Despite this, though, the moments that were caught are extremely chilling.
Damn, are you checking yourself out?
Come on.
Cock?
Hello?
Holy shit, there's something in there. Holy shit. Holy shit. There's something moving around up there. Holy shit.
Taken at the front yard, the image is definitely haunting when you notice it. The motion detector on the camera caught a person